In the next tutorial, we're going to be taking our bouncing balls and moving them into their own separate animations. You'll notice that all the animations are on the main timeline, and we really want to move these animations into their own independent timelines. We'll leave the main animation 1, or the movie clip animation, we'll leave that on the main timeline. But starting with animation 2, we're going to be moving this animation to a new timeline. So let's select animation 2, or make sure that you can select it by unlocking the layer. And I'm going to select all the frames with animation 2, right-click, and choose Copy Frames. Now, I'm going to click on the object that's there at the very beginning, the first keyframe, right-click, and choose Convert to Symbol, and this will be called the Anim2. Now, double-click to go inside that animation timeline, and with the keyframe right there selected, you can right-click and choose Paste Frames. Now that is pasted in the animation, but you'll notice that it pasted in over to the side. And the reason why is because it's calculating where that position was according to an origin point. And the origin points always move when you create your new symbols. So get used to things moving when you copy and paste them into new timelines like this. It is fairly easy to move everything over just by using the Edit Multiple Frames again. Once you click on Edit Multiple Frames, you have to select a range of keyframes, then select all of your objects on those keyframes, and then move them over. Now, this is pretty easy to adjust with points as well. You'll see, or with position, because I can just type in the numbers that I want, 0 and 0, and that top left-hand corner will be that point. Now to see the animation, I turn off the Edit Multiple Frames. I indeed moved that animation into a timeline. So I'd like you to work with that with the others, but before you do, take a look at this. Let's watch that animation. Notice that it seems to be doing something really funny. What's going on here is that we've moved the animation into a sub-timeline. However, we still have the animation happening here on the main timeline. So we need to remove it from here. So I'm going to select through the frames, not the first keyframe, but the last two, right-click and choose Clear Keyframe, then right-click again and choose Remove Tween. Now we'll have no animation on the main timeline, and all the animation will be happening in the sub-timeline. So let's take a look at that. And that's how we've successfully moved it. So what I'd like you to do with the others is do the exact same thing. You select all the frames, right-click, choose right-click, choose Copy Frames. Select the object at the first frame, right-click and choose Convert to Keyframe. I need to have that selected. Convert to Symbol. So once again, let me say that again. Select all the frames, right-click, choose Copy Frames. Then go to the object, right-click, choose Convert to Symbol. Go inside the symbol, right-click on the first keyframe that's there, and choose Paste Frames. Then come back to the main layer, select the last two frames, and choose Clear Keyframe, and then remove the tween as well. And you'll successfully have moved the animation into the timeline. Of course, you do need to adjust the position of the basketball to make it right in the same point. Now, when you have the animation with two layers, you just select both layers at the same time, copy those frames, select the first keyframe for that object, right-click, choose Convert to Symbol. This will be Anim5. Go inside of it, right-click on the first keyframe, choose Paste Frames, and you'll see that everything pastes in. Now notice that this is over to the side a great deal. So I need to turn on Edit Multiple Frames, select everything, and move it over. Now I can turn off Edit Multiple Frames, go back to Scene 1, select all those last frames, clear the keyframes, remove the tween, and I can even delete the shadow layer because that is now inside the movie clip. So let's take a look. And you'll see that we have indeed moved that animation into a timeline. So I'd like you, of course, to do that for the other timelines as well. And that will be the end of this part, the last thing that you're going to do is use what you did with the tween tutorials to make the stop and play buttons work. And you can use the pre-oop coding. You do want to stop all the animations at the beginning and then have the stop and play buttons stop and play the animations that are beneath them, of course. And that is it. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.